When you are releasing an album or an EP, the order in which you structure your songs actually does matter a lot. On one hand, you should take stuff like tempos, overall vibes, and key centers in mind, because for most of the times, the songs are within the same genres and vibes, they are different, but some might be more similar to each other. And you definitely want to keep the listener interested while listening to the whole album, so that they don't get bored after 2 or 3 songs that kinda sound the same. But you should also think of storytelling and meaning while structuring out those songs within the order of the album. It is easier on a concept album or just a regular album where there's singing on it and it's just not instrumental music, but in the case of my latest release song, Paths to Enlightenment, which you can and should go check out anywhere you listen to your music at, not only is it the first song I'm releasing after a while of not posting, check my previous update video for more info, but it is also going to be the first song of my soon to be released 3rd EP. And I chose this song again because of its meaning. When I finished the song and I listened to it as a whole, I started thinking about it and I found a pattern throughout some of my songs. There are very much a couple of things that I like to do within a song, not only when it comes to structure and riffs, but also tempos. And on one hand, nowadays, I kind of try to run away from it a little bit so I just don't keep repeating myself, or at least I feel like I'm repeating myself, but also because different songs will have different vibes and different purposes, and if I just keep falling in the same trap of doing what feels comfortable to me, I might not actually be serving the song towards what I think it needs. And when I had that realization, the name Paths to Enlightenment came to me because now I know that if I want to do a song that sounds kind of like my songs, I should follow these rules and structures, like having the tempo around 130 to 140 BPM. I like to have these epic sounding melodies and do key changes, but I also like these breakdown riffs and these chaotic parts. And I like to switch up the order of stuff, like having the verse melody but with the bridge chords, and then switching it around and having the bridge melody with the verse chords. So in that way, I kind of been enlightened. I have a path towards the sort of sound that I usually go for. But since it also gave me that realization of there's definitely a couple of things that I usually fall into doing and might not experiment with new things, and what I should always worry about is serving the song, it was definitely a moment where everything cleared up and I was enlightened. So it is a little bit of a dual meaning for that name, but I think it worked out perfectly. And on one hand, not only is it cool to start out this album where you've been enlightened and now you know how things work and which direction you have to follow, but it is also one of those songs where it is very much a standard song of mine, so it definitely falls into the category of choose a first song that will leave people hooked into the sort of things that you usually do, so that the listener can have a general idea of what to expect from your album, but as they proceed through it, you then surprise them with the variety within your songs. In case it wasn't obvious already, go check out my latest release song, Paths to Enlightenment, anywhere you listen to your music at, and let me know, do you have these habits when it comes to songwriting that you actively try to avoid in order to do different sounding things? While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on all the notifications, follow and stay tuned for more, because I'm releasing new songs every week, and I'm releasing new videos every day, twice a day about those songs. If you like this one, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other ones, and don't forget to share them with a friend that might enjoy them too. Thank you so much for watching, it really means a lot, and I can only hope to see you in the next video. But until then, cheers!